And here we go, ready for Abdullah Mason versus Albert Bell. What a fight this is. Originally meant to be Joe Cordina, he unfortunately had to pull out, and we are left with the fill-in fighter, a fighter I don't know too much about. This being my first time actually seeing him, but we'll go over him a little bit more, Albert Bell. But here's your talent and tapes. Abdullah Mason, 22 years old, 5'9", with a 74-inch reach advantage. And fighting out of the southpaw stance against Albert Bell, 33, 6 foot with a 72-inch reach, fighting out of the orthodox stance. Now, I truly believe that Abdullah Mason is probably the most exciting talent coming up in the world of boxing at the moment. Definitely one of them. Potential to be a pound for pound number one. I think he's got that in his locker. The fact that he's southpaw, the fact that he hits hard, the fact that he's technically very good, and the fact that he's only 22 years old and he's already had 20 fights. He has a wealth of experience already, and to me looks like he is dominating this round here. So it will be really exciting. The one thing I thought maybe if Abdullah Mason gets dragged into deep waters like he did against Sam Noakes, I thought he might struggle. Now that was a Sam Noakes fight, and Abdullah Mason still got the job done, and he got the job done well. What a fight that was. That was one of my favourite fights recently. So 10-10, 10-8 and a 10-7 to Bell. So Bell's actually won that round. I thought the pressure from Mason might be enough, but it was not. So I am really excited to see Abdullah Mason, but I am also as excited to see Albert Bell, because I have not seen Albert Bell fight before, and this will be my first time, but he has an incredible record. Now, you might say that the opponents weren't all that, but there's a few like okay names on his record. He fought Jotan Romero, the Colombian fighter, and he's on a bit of a losing streak now, but that, I believe Bell was at the beginning of that losing streak. So Bell got him out of there in one round, which is a bit shocking, because looking at Albert Bell's record, he only has 9 knockouts on there, but his past 2 has been in the first round and the second round. So he is showing massive improvements in the power area. We can see that, and against probably the toughest fighters he has fought. Both of them aging. He fought what's his name? Jason Velez, and he managed to knock him out in the second round. And Velez has been in there with the likes of Ryan Garcia and Oscar Valdez. So that was another real good win there for him. I think he was a world title challenger as well. So he's been fighting tougher opponents. This is undoubtedly his toughest test. But I think he will try and rise to it. He will fight with everything, because this is his big shot against Abdullah Mason. He'll probably think Abdullah Mason's just a kid. He's older, wiser, and he will try to do that. Now, I don't think he will be. I think that the sheer class of Abdullah Mason will shine through. And Abdullah, like, he's a tough kid. I cannot speak highly enough of this boy. Like, I think he could be the one. I really do. Like that, like I say, that Sam Noakes fight, I thought if Sam Noakes could make it that sort of fight, that was his path to victory. But his path to victory may not be so clear here, as Abdullah Mason gets knocked down. A hell of a shock there. We wasn't expecting to see that. I certainly wasn't. With how the stats work on this game, I thought maybe Albert Bell may not have had the power to get someone as defensively astute as Abdullah Mason down, but Albert Bell has done it there, and that is a shock. Rightly so, all 3 judges giving that round to Albert Bell, one on a 10-8. I think we could argue all 3 should have been 10-8s, to be honest. In real boxing, the judges are wild here on the C64 simulator. that has turned this fight on its head. That's evened the fight up. Abdullah our bell now goes down. By golly. And there's a lot of time left in this round. And he's not going to get to go too far back. They have until the count of 8 to move. And Abdullah Mason clips him again. A nice double jab. Sends him down. Bell back up quickly. Going to try and cover that distance. Probably a wise move. Get back on them ropes. He should have waited. He should have waited, and he gets caught again. That has to be it. 3 knockdowns in a round. There is no TKOs, but that should handle itself as Abdullah Mason gets the win. That is your C64 prediction. Abdullah Mason to take us to 20-0. What better way than with a young talent and the future of boxing and the future of C64.